Welcome to Mathotropism. This video we are going to see a sum from NCERT class 9th book, chapter 2 polynomials, exercise 2.5 sum 5. This is regarding factorizing a polynomial using the appropriate identities. I have listed out the algebraic identities which are used in factorizing the polynomials. There are 10 identities given in this book. Please be familiar with all of them to identify which identity we need to use. So the first sum is 4x square plus 9y square plus 16z square plus 12xy minus 24yz minus 16zx. When we look into the identities, we can see that the identity 5 is similar to the given sum, where the right hand side of the identity is the same almost, with 6 terms, x square, y square, z square terms, and xy, yz and zx terms. So we have identified which identity we need to use to this identity. So I will be first taking the first 3 terms, that is the 4x square plus 9y square plus 16z square, and convert it in the form of x square plus y square plus z square. So 4x square is nothing but 2 square x square, 9y square is 3 square y square, and 16z square is 4 square z square. Now instead of writing plus 12xy minus 24yz minus 16z, I am going to write it just like how we are writing in the formula. So I will write 2xy. So instead of x here it is 2x, instead of y it is 3y. So it is coming to plus of 2 into 2x into 3y minus of again 2. I am writing the sign just like that in this step. So minus of 2 into y, instead of y there is a 3y, and instead of z there is a 4z. So minus 2 into 3y into 4z. Similarly minus 16z, instead of that it is 2 into 4z into 2x. Let me just confirm whether this is what is the correct splitting. So if I take first splitting of 2x and 3y, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 3s is 12, so 12xy is correct. Next 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 4 is 24, so 24yz is also correct, and 2 into 4 into 2, so that comes to 16. So the way we have splitted is correct. Now when you look into the difference between the identity and the terms which we have written, in the identity all are plus signs. Here we have 2 minus signs available. So there are 2 possibilities. I will look into both the possibilities now. Here the xy term is positive, yz term is negative, and the zx term is negative. So I will first consider that my x and y terms are negative and my z term is positive, because only then 2 negatives will become a positive and 1 negative 1 positive will give me negative itself. So instead of 2x the whole square, I am going to write it as minus 2x the whole square plus of, again y also is negative, only then xy term can become positive, so minus 3y the whole square plus 4z the whole square plus 2 into, instead of 2x now I am writing minus 2x into of minus 3y plus, because now I have changed the sign, plus of, again what is my y, minus 3y into 4z plus again of 2 into 4z into minus 2x. So now I can see my answer now will be similar to the identity 5, where the right hand side is similar to what we have now done. So the left hand side also should be coming as the same answer. So x plus y plus z the whole square should be my answer. Here instead of x there is minus 2x, instead of y there is minus 3y, and z it is 4z. So it comes to minus 2x minus 3y plus 4z the whole square. So this comes to, since it's a whole square term, I can take the negative outside, it will become minus 1 the whole square, so it is positive. So this is similar to 2x plus 3y minus 4z the whole square. This is one method. Another method, instead of taking x and y as negative, I will consider both x and y are positive, only the z term is negative. So whenever in the given sum you find out which terms are negative. So here if we see, there is 24yz and minus 16z. So here in both the terms, what is the common variable? Z is the common variable. Here it is yz, there it is zx. So in both variables z is coming. So I am going to consider if in the sum two terms are negative, which variable is common in that term, that alone I will take as negative. So I am rewriting this whole thing again. So from the first step, so 2 square x square plus 3 square y square plus 4 square z square plus 2 into x 2x into 3y minus 2 into 3y into 4z minus 2 into 4z into 2x. That was the first step we got. Now I am going to assume only that 4z is negative. So what happens? 2x square plus 3y square plus of minus 4z the whole square plus of 2 into 2x into 3y plus 2 into 3y into minus of 4z plus 2 into minus of 4z into 2x. This again comes to the same 2x plus 3y minus 4z the whole square. So second sum is 2x square plus y square plus 8z square minus 2 root x minus 2 root 2 xy plus 4 root 2 yz minus 8zx. So remember what I told you about the minus term. So here we have the xy term as minus and zx term has minus. So which is the variable common over here? So it is the x term. So in the identity I will be using x as the negative one. And from the list of identities, since we have to first find which identity it is similar to, we see that it is still similar to the fifth identity, which is x plus y plus z the whole square is x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. So now the first step is rewriting the terms similar to the identities. So when I take the first three terms, first I will be doing that alone. So I can see 2x square in terms of whole square can be written as root 2 square into x square. But now I already found that the negative terms are such that I will be taking the x term as the negative. So it will be minus root 2 the whole square x square plus y square plus 8z square. So 8, if I am going to do square root, when I factorize 8, you can see that we have 3 2's. So there is a one pair of 2 and a 2 which is a single one. So when I take the square root, it will be 2 into root 2. So 8 can be written as 2 root 2 square z square plus I will be now using the identities expansion. So 2 into x into y. So 2 into x is now minus root 2x, y is y. So just checking, 2 into root 2 is 2 root 2 and minus xy. That is the same term, correct. 2 into y into 2 root 2 z. When I again multiply, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 root 2 yz. That is this correct expansion. Then the last one is plus 2 into minus root 2x into 2 root 2z. So how many 2's are there? There are 2 2's. So that comes to 4 and 2 root 2's, that comes to 2. So 4 into 2 is 8 and minus is there. So minus 8zx. That is the correct splitting then. So it's just like writing x square is nothing but root 2x the whole square plus y square plus 2 root 2z the whole square plus of 2 into, instead of x there is the minus 2 root 2x minus root 2x into y plus 2 into y into 2 root 2z plus 2 into root minus root 2x into 2 root 2z. So they just like in the identity, we just need to write x plus y plus z the whole square. So it will come to minus root x plus y plus 2 root 2z the whole square. Or if we want to make the x term always positive, we can also write as root 2x minus y minus 2 root 2z the whole square.